KUGAN, CASSIUS for Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in Bolton here for the homecoming of the new unified heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. How did you feel this morning?
Pretty tired, drained, done a long travel, got back, went home, got changed, back here again, so I'm just pretty looking forward to going home now.
You seem quite drained and tired in the post-fight press conference. Like
it was very hot in there. I just didn't want to be in there, I just wanted to get out of there.
Tell Steve to come in.
First of all, congratulations obviously on you in Paris expecting your third child, so that was obviously double good news for you over the last couple of days.
Good news, I've been very blessed, truly blessed. Blessed with a child, blessed with winning, blessed just by breathing air.
I know obviously when you was asked in the press conference about things you may do in the future regarding obviously your future, the rematch is there for you. Asked you there in the press conference, but do you have any sort of timescale on when that has to be?
I have no interest in it, to be honest, KUGAN. What I set off to do in my life I've done, so I got to have a sit down and think what I want to do next. Do I want to carry on boxing? Do I want to go and do something else? What do I want to do with my life? And only me, I'll make that decision. Nobody can make that decision for me. You know, I said before this, I'd have a think about it, and whether I won, lost or draw, I'd think about what I wanted to do with my life. I set off on a chapter to be the heavyweight champ of the world. I've achieved that. I set off about saying I'd beat Vladimir Klitschko and do it comfortably, and I'd done that. Nobody thought I could. And I beat the man who couldn't be beaten, basically. 9 years straight wins, 23 title defences, whatever. So I've really got to sit down and think what I want to do in my life at the moment.
Are you saying there's a possibility that you may not fight after this?
Yeah, there's a possibility in a lot of things, yeah.
How long do you think you'll need?
Because if it's not about money, then what am I doing? Have I not just beaten the best man on the planet? Have I not?
Yes, correct.
So what more have I to prove to somebody? Do I have to prove to somebody I can still fight or not? And if it's not about money, then what am I boxing for?
Do you have any interest in getting the other belt that you haven't got?
I do have interest in that. That's one fight that I would consider. But, you know, it's all about motivation, isn't it? And how much you want to go on. And how much you want to me, having all these title defences, it's not about that for me. Like Klitschko's gone on and done 20 odd, and Joe Lewis and all that, and everybody will say, oh, well, we want to do this, I want to do that, but at the end of the day, it's me who's got to do it all, and I'll make the decision whether I want to do it or not. You know, it's not a foregone conclusion. I might just walk away from boxing and sail away in the sun, who knows? You know, it is what it is. I've not made that decision yet, and I said that I'd make a decision after the event, and I'm still, I've not had to sit down and think about what I want to do in my life.
After Saturday night, obviously, as you would have expected, after your win, a lot of British heavyweights were mentioned in potential fights for you.
Yeah.
Did you expect that? Obviously, that sort of talk, Anthony Joshua, David Hayes, all come up.
Every man and his dog wants to fight me now, don't they? Because let's face it, I'm the hottest property in boxing. Let's face it. When was the last time you had somebody like me in boxing, involved in boxing? Never, because there's never been anybody like me. Even as great as other people have been, they've never had what I had. The gift to speak, the gift to sing, the gift to dance, the gift to play. You know, very special and unique talent. And everybody wants a piece of me now, don't they? Where were all these people a few years ago when I was getting knocked out by cruiserweights? I couldn't take a punch because Steve Cunningham, a 7-time world champion, knocked me down to the canvas, but I got back up and chinned him. Where are all these people then? Nowhere.
I asked your dad in the press conference about some of the stories that had been written in the national newspapers. I don't know if you've actually seen or read or just heard about them. There were some negative stuff.
It's all a bit of jealousy, isn't it? It's all a bit of jealousy. They can't do it, never could, never will. And I've changed boxing history, not just in the fight, loads of things. When's the last time someone come dressed as Batman to a press conference? Or sung at a weigh-in, or sung after fights? When's the last time any of this happened? It doesn't happen, does it? So I'm not just changing the face of boxing with me boxing, I'm changing it with my personality and the way I am as well. Good or bad, love me or hate me, people will watch me. And isn't that what it's about, dividing people's opinions? And if it takes papers and head sports writers to write negative stuff about somebody to sell a paper, then it's a joke, isn't it? But whether or not they're writing good or bad, they're still writing. When the day happens when they stop writing about Tyson Fury, good or bad, positive or negative, that's the day that it'll never be any good anymore.
But before, just 2 minutes.
You can fight him about it.
2 minutes, please. We've had a long week in Dusseldorf. A few of us have, anyway.
Yeah, we have.
Last question.
2 minutes. Hang on. The week in Dusseldorf you mentioned mind games, you mentioned tactics.
Yeah.
This went all the way through with the gloves, the ring, but ultimately none of it really mattered in the end.
It didn't, did it, KUGAN? You know, you were one of the people who I told personally, because you've got my personal mobile number.
Big up.
So, did I not tell you in the hotel when you phoned me up and said, oh, this and that? And I said to him, I said, no, what about Vladimir? I said, he is what he is. If I can't beat him, I'm no good. I just want to rephrase that. I did make that statement, didn't I? I put myself 1 foot in the pressure cooker, 1 in the frying pan, because I made a statement, if I can't beat Vladimir Klitschko, what good am I?
Yes, correct.
Did I say that?
Correct.
And have I come true to my word?
Yes.
So that's all I've got to say. No more, no less. Peace out, IFL TV. It's been a pleasure. It's been a long ride. We finally arrived. We're at the summit of boxing. The top feels so much better than the bottom.
Thank you very much, Tyson Fury.
Cheers.